Hi, I'm Jess and welcome to Aberdeen Science Centre. As part of Explorathon 2020, today we're going to be learning about waves and how they move. To learn about this, we're going to be looking at one of our brand new exhibits, the oscillating water column. Here we have a huge tank of water. At this end we have a paddle and at this end we have a lighthouse. Let's see what happens when we pump this pump here. Let's have a closer look and see what's happening at the lighthouse end. Let's take a closer look at the lighthouse end of the tank. What we have here is some metal, and underneath the metal is trapped a big bubble of air. Once waves are made, the water here moves up and down, and this makes the air compressed and there's nowhere else for it to go. So it moves upwards up this tube here and into this box. In here, there's a mechanism which spins round once the air is compressed, and this in turn generates the energy which is needed to light up the lighthouse. Today, we're not going to be thinking about this lighthouse too much though. We're going to be thinking about why is it when the pump pumps the paddle at that end of the water tank that the waves are still moving by the time they get to this end of the tank. Let's investigate. Now, I have an activity you can do at home which is a really good way of seeing waves in action. For this, you will need 20 skewers, 40 sweets which are all the same size and shape, and some strong tape. First, roll out around 1 metre of tape, sticky side facing up, and place a skewer in the centre. Use 2 fingers to measure out where the next skewer should be and put it in place. Repeat this for all of the skewers. Now place another piece of tape on top. The next step is to put a sweet onto each end of every skewer. Now it's finished. Secure either end to sturdy objects or get a friend to hold the other end. The tighter you hold it, the better the effect will be. When you push one end of your wave machine, the energy you provide travels from one end to the other. You can see the sweets moving up and down. They move up and down, but not sideways. The wave is made by the tape twisting and that twist travelling down to the other end of the machine. The sweets add weight to the system, slowing it down so you can see what's happening. Just like the oscillating water column at the Science Centre, you are putting energy into one end of the system and seeing it being transferred from one end to the other. There are many different types of waves, the main ones being longitudinal, transverse and surface. The ones we just watched were transverse waves, and this means it is a wave which travels from side to side and not forwards and backwards. I have a bonus experiment here called an ocean in a bottle, which is super simple and you can also do it at home. All you need is an empty bottle, blue food colouring, water and baby oil. First, half fill the bottle with water and then add a few drops of food colouring until you are happy with the blue colour. Next, carefully pour the baby oil into the bottle. Fill the bottle right up to the very top. The oil is less dense than the water, so it sits on top, creating two separate layers. Put the cap tightly onto the bottle and let it sit for a couple of minutes. This should get rid of any bubbles. Now your ocean in a bottle is finished. Slowly turn it onto its side and rock it from side to side. You can see the waves moving through the bottle from one end to the other. You could try this out without the oil and with just water, but the oil slows down the waves so you can see them better. The oil keeps the water contained in the bottom half of the bottle, and the waves appear where the two liquids meet. And now you know how waves work. Let us know if you try this out for yourself by tagging Aberdeen Science Centre on social media. See you next time!